Hey guys, North Cinematics here. Hope you're all doing well. Today, I want to talk about the most recent leaks from Tom Henderson because he does offer some very interesting details regarding the upcoming Battlefield game. And number one, I want to talk about the location confirmation for the reveal trailer. Number two, I want to talk about the platforms. And number three, I want to talk about the factions within the next Battlefield game. And that's the sort of structure that we're going to go for in today's video. And we're going to do this as a live commentary. So let's jump straight into it. And the first tweet that I want to talk about is regarding the location confirmation for the reveal trailer. And it says on screen right now, let's dive deeper into the sketches. I am 100% confident the trailer will take place at Tengashima Space Center. Tengashima Space Center. It's going to be set in Japan, according to Tom Henderson, and he is 100% confident that this is going to be the case. And on screen right now, you can see some real-life images. It shows a very green area, so you're going to see a lot of forestry, and you've also got that body of water surrounding it. So it'll be interesting to see sort of the ships or boats that we're going to see within Battlefield's game, or Battlefield 6, or just Battlefield, according to Tom Henderson. So it'll be interesting to see the sort of naval combat, and then we've got those forest areas. We've got mountains as well as like the backdrop. So it's going to be maybe a little bit annoying having a lot of snipers camping on there, but it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. And you can see in this drawing on screen right now from the tweet, it shows a sort of storm rolling in from a clear sky, similar to what we saw with Paracel Storm within Battlefield 4. You've got a rocket launch going off, you've got a space station, you've got ospreys flying around, you've got helicopters, all kinds of different things going on. And so I think it's going to be a very chaotic map, or it's going to be a very chaotic reveal trailer, and it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out within the main game. But I think a lot of players just want to see urban combat as well, and a lot of people did say to me that in the last video they were talking about urban combat, things like Saint Crossing and Siege of Shanghai, those more urban maps. I think a lot of Battlefield players do want to see more of that. And so we'll have to wait and see how the main game is going to shape in terms of the locations that we're going to see. Number two, so this is a tweet from Tom Henderson earlier today. It says, in other news, I still have yet to hear anything concrete that #Battlefield will come to past-gen consoles. Theory, it indicates to me that it probably won't. And the biggest reason #Battlefield will come to the Xbox Game Pass on day one is to boost up player numbers. So according to Tom Henderson, he believes there's some sort of deal between Microsoft and EA that it's only going to be a next-gen game, and it's also going to be available day one for all Xbox Game Pass owners. So people who own the Game Pass for PC and Xbox can download this game just having the Game Pass. I mean, that does sound pretty cool, but I think for a lot of past-gen owners, people who own the PS4 and Xbox One, I think they're going to be very disappointed because there's a lot of players that don't want to switch over yet. They're still happy with the console that they have, or they just can't get a hold of the next-gen consoles. And are people going to be able to get the consoles when this game comes out? Because there has been a shortage of consoles for quite some time. And also, there's a lot of economic problems right now, so I don't think people really want to go out and spend money on next-gen consoles if they don't have to. So I think there's a large portion of people that just don't want to switch yet and want to keep hold of their older consoles. But I think for players who own these next-gen machines or PCs, I think they'll see it as quite a good thing because obviously EA and DICE can take full advantage of those machines. And I think we've got to look at it this way as well from EA's perspective. If they want to make this sort of the most ambitious Battlefield title, and that's definitely what it sounds from all the leaks that we've heard, things like dynamic weather, dynamic destruction, 128 players, is that going to be able to be feasible on the older consoles? It may have just been too difficult to actually develop it for those older titles. Number three, I want to talk about the factions within the next Battlefield title. So this is the most recent tweet from Tom Henderson at the time of recording, and it says the game plot is USA versus Russia, but you play as specialist units from fallen nations. So all other nations are playable in some capacity. My best bet here is that Russia have captured the island to use its resources, and the USA side are infiltrating / capturing it. So it sounds to me that you've got these two main factions, USA and Russia, but then you've also got other nations that are playable. And it did remind me of, say, a game like World War III, where you could play other factions. And then also a game like Medal of Honor Warfighter. But in Warfighter, you could play as different specialist units, like Special Forces units, say SAS and like Delta Force. And you had the Swedish Special Forces, all kinds of different Special Forces. And I thought that game was really cool. And I enjoyed the implementation of having different factions. So to me, it sounds to me that Battlefield 6 is going to follow in similar footsteps as Warfighter in terms of the factions that you can play as these specialist units. But we will have to wait and see on that one, because it does talk about USA and Russia, so I'm not sure if there's only 2 factions, but to me it does seem like he's alluding to so all of the nations are playable in some capacity. So we will have to find out more details regarding that. But nevertheless, I am very interested. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you do want to keep up to date with everything Battlefield 6, do us a favour, drop a like, it takes a second. And make sure you are subscribed if you do want to keep up to date with everything Battlefield. And I do cover other tactical shooters as well. Things like Insurgency Sandstorm and Hell Let Loose. And all kinds of different games. Mainly tactical shooters and Battlefield are on this channel. So if you do enjoy those sort of things, like I said, drop a subscribe. And we will be doing a live stream tomorrow. We'll be doing it on Friday, live streaming some Battlefield 4. So if you are subscribed, be sure to make sure to look out for that stream tomorrow. I'm very excited for that. And until next time, have a good one.